Hey everybody, I'm the Ranting Monkey, and welcome to Scribeless, SDA-less Lords of the Night. Sitting in is Weebo, Monkey Girl Jones. Say hello.
Hello.
Jack motherfucking Cochran is joining us tonight. Say hi.
Hi, Scribe.
Well played, well played. Jack, I gotta ask you,
Mhm.
how did the laundry video start?
I was bored at the laundromat, and I thought, it's kind of hypnotic. I'm going to film this and put it on YouTube. Total impulse.
Oh boy.
And one of those got demonetized, was it?
I've had a couple of them demonetized, and one copyright claim from the Dr. Phil show.
What?
Dr. Phil owns the copyright to laundry.
Oh, yeah, they dropped it the other day. I was real happy about it. But everything's been remonetized. I just had to file appeals and do all the nonsense.
Yeah,
Copyright
guys.
claimed laundry?
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Dr. Phil owns
Seriously?
laundry. Didn't you know that?
What? What?
Yeah, I guess there was a TV in the distance, and it was picking up like bits and pieces of the show for like 3 or 4 minutes. And the music is the only thing I could make out. There would be this little snippet of music here and there.
Oh.
So I had to just explain that it was just incidental background noise. Use incidental a lot, like if you're at a wedding and there's music playing, but it's not the focus of what you're doing. You can claim incidental, and they'll let it go because of that.
Gotcha.
There were some copyright lawsuits over that.
Yeah,
Oh.
the Prince one.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense because I was going to say that doesn't sound right.
So how are you guys tonight?
Awesome.
Weebs?
There's an overwhelming aroma of garlic everywhere that I go.
Yeah, Weebo stinks tonight, guys.
Yeah, I do. I smell like garlic.
But you have a good reason for that. It's not like you just stink.
Yeah, I was rubbing my meat.
Hey, you were
Oh, guys, we're going to have fun tonight.
you were tenderizing your meat.
No, I was rubbing it.
Rubbing the meat.
There was butter involved too.
I feel like we should cover news because that's what we do, but do we have anything we need to cover before we get into news?
I don't think so.
No, I'm good.
Okay, first thing we have is an update to a story from the other night. Miss America CEO Sam Haskell resigns with other top brass amid leaked email scandal. We covered this the other day. There was leaked emails that disparaged former winners, and we didn't actually have the emails, and we couldn't find them at the time, and I finally have them.
Nice.
Yeah, this well, there's only one that I found in it, but it's really beautiful. This came from the Sam, and it was written to Lewis. These are the two of the executives there that stepped down. Sam wrote to Lewis, Sharon and I have decided that when referring to a woman who was once Miss America, we are no longer going to call them forever Miss America. Please change all script copy to reflect that they are former Miss America. Thanks, Sam. Or thanks, Sam. And Lewis wrote back, Sam, I've already changed forevers to cunts. Does that work for you?
Ooh.
Works for me.
Works for me too.
Okay.
Yeah, and that brought them down. So yeah, they stepped down today. Not much more to the story.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I find it so sad that making a joke, even a mildly offensive one like that, will get you fired.
Yeah. Well, and it doesn't. It's not good for the optics. We've been using that word a lot lately because this is supposed to be that their defense of these pageants is that they're empowering for women, even though we all know it's just a meat show. Let's be honest about it.
It's not a meat show. It's a buffet of love.
You could say that the gentlemen that watch it rub their meat.
Yes, they do. Hopefully not with garlic, though. I've always found the idea that it's empowering to women. It's silly to me because come on, it's a beauty pageant. I mean, they've changed it to talent pageant or whatever the fuck they call them these days. But come on, it's skinny bitches parading around. If it's not about the beauty, why do they have the swimsuit part still? Is it really for the swimsuit?
It's for the lulz, obviously.
It's to show off the new fashion line of bathing suits. I got nothing. I just like that part.
I like that they wear high heels during that part.
Yeah.
I think they should. Sorry, go ahead.
I think they should have random spots of vegetable oil on the stage because I like watching people fall. What are you so glad about?
So I'm so glad that when I was a kid, my mother was poor so that I didn't have to deal with being in beauty pageants as a kid. Because otherwise she would have totally put me in beauty pageants.
And that shit does take a lot of money, man.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe if they didn't dress their kids up quite like that. I mean, just throw them in some Walmart clothes and have them parade around for fuck's sake.
Exactly. Anyway. And I swear to God, if someone makes a toddlers and tiara joke, we will have words in the chat.
Man,
do you like that show?
No, it's kids.
Oh. Lady Monkey used to watch it, and I don't agree with hitting women, but those mothers, if they fell downstairs, I would watch. Let me put it that way.
Hey, well, you can't have true equality if you can't smack a bitch up.
Yep.
Yeah, true story. True story.
True
that. Speaking of true equality, we do, let me do a scribe here. Do you guys like sexual harassment?
Yeah.
Always.
At Vice, cutting edge media and allegations of old school sexual harassment. I like that it's old school sexual harassment.
Wait. Old school? What the fuck is that?
Old school,
that, like accidentally looking at someone's like ankles when they shouldn't be?
Not quite that old. Not quite that old. You know, there's actually one of the videos that I was starting to make a response to, and I did that today. I finish it. The lady tells a story about this guy who's sitting on a bus. Well, he comes home and he's got two black eyes, and his wife asks him why. And he said, I was sitting on the bus and the woman behind me just started hitting me. And she goes, well, did you see what she looks like? And then the guy goes on to describe her in perfect detail. The point being that he shouldn't have been looking, you know, he shouldn't have been looking that much to do that. So it was okay to beat his ass.
Ridiculous.
And I'm like, okay, it's kind of funny, but I wonder if this woman would joke or laugh at the joke. What do you tell a woman with two black eyes? Nothing. You already told her twice.
Oh my God.
Yeah. See, me too. It's one of my favorites. But you can't even make the same kind of jokes. It's so weird. Anyhow,
we can't have nice things.
We can't. And I do think. Oh shit! Thank you, Mash. I need to read my super chats. Mash, thank you. Ranting Monkey, did Zeph leak those emails? I'm not sure which emails we're talking about there.
The emails from the Miss America pageant.
Oh, gotcha. Well played.
They were probably on Kraut's Discord.
Nope. Thank you. Damn it. I was pressing send when you ruined my punchline. Sorry. And thank you, Jordan. Come on, Weebo. We all know you'd be on Traps and Tiaras.
Yeah.
Do you care to respond?
Yeah, I admit it. Probably.
There are boys that compete in those kid pageants now. They've opened it up so you can abuse all your children.
Gender equality.
Well,
that's what that means.
Will you guys help me keep an eye on chat? It's hard for me to do that and read stories.
I can't.
How do I pull up chat?
So go to the original video upload.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to be on the channel where it's playing too.
Oh, that's complicated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
just make sure you stop the video, because otherwise you're going to hear us twice, but it's going to be delayed, so it's going to be really weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. This is why Scribe never pays attention to chat during the first part of the show, because he can't.
Yeah, this is complicated.
Just
different on the other side.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Okay, let's hear about Vice sexually harassing women.
Let's.
One woman said she was riding a Ferris wheel at Coney Island after a company event when a coworker suddenly took her hand and put it on his crotch. Well, maybe he was just offering her a footlong. Another said she felt pressured into a sexual relationship with an executive and was fired after she rejected him. A third said a coworker grabbed her face and tried to kiss her, and she used an umbrella to fend him off. Wow.
Isn't Vice like super cucked?
Liberal, yeah.
Beta male type shenanigans, all that jazz.
Indeed, it is. This is a New York Times article, and they dug deeply into this. And let's just go through this shit. These women did not work among older men at a hideout company. They worked at Vice, an insurgent force in news and entertainment known for edgy comment that aims for millennial audiences on HBO and its own TV network. But as Vice Media has built itself from a fringe Canadian magazine, see, there's the problem. They're Canadian.
Oh, fuck the Canadians.
From a fringe Canadian magazine into a nearly $6 billion global media company, its boundary-pushing culture created a workplace that was degrading and uncomfortable for women, current and former employees say. An investigation by the New York Times has found 4 settlements involving allegations of sexual harassment or defamation against Vice employees, including its current president.
Naughty, naughty.
In addition, more than 24 other women, mostly in their 20s and early 30s, said they had experienced or witnessed sexual misconduct at the company, unwanted kisses, groping, lewd remarks, and propositions for sex. Oh, see, that's just ageist. They're not hitting on the old women. Do you think they're not hitting on the old women, or they're not hiring old women?
So what you're saying is enter the workforce after you've already had all your babies.
After you've hit the MGTOW wall.
Yep.
Yeah, once your body's given out, nobody wants to deal with you. You start getting your mustache and beard and. Ugh.
Wait. So I should grow a mustache? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
All right, I'm on it.
If you don't want to be sexually harassed.
Gotcha.
And you got to work on your fupa a little bit and let that go out. That'll turn them all off.
Gotcha. All right, guys, I'm gonna grow a mustache. My fupa, it's all gonna hang out.
Yeah, there you go.
In a statement provided to the Times, Mr. Smith, who's the president dude, and another co-founder, Sarush Alibi, said, "From the top down, we have failed as a company to create a safe and inclusive workplace where everyone, especially women, can feel respected and thrive."
Especially women.
Well, especially women. So apparently they've sexually harassed men too. I feel like the guy who put the hand on his crotch was trying to be inclusive.
Mm-hmm.
He was
trying to share.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Isn't that what we're taught as children?
Sharing is caring. I mean, you want to live in a socialist society, right? Come on. Sorry.
There you go. No, you're fine. I'm jumping around the article a bit. Earlier this year, the company settled for an unknown amount with Martina, don't know how to say her last name, a former employee who claimed that her supervisor retaliated against her after they had a sexual relationship, among other allegations. According to people briefed with the agreement and documents, the supervisor, wow, they actually named the poor bastard.
Oops.
Jason Mojica. Mojica. How do I say that? Mojica?
You're asking the wrong crowd, man.
Yeah, no idea.
The former head of Vice News was fired late last month. Last January, Vice reached a $24,000 settlement with Joanna Fuertes Knight, a former journalist in its London office who said she'd been a victim of sexual harassment, racial and gender discrimination, and bullying.
Oh, wow. No. It's high school all over again.
Among Mrs. Fuertes Knight's claims were that Vice producer Rise James had made racist and sexist statements to her, including asking about the color of her nipples.
Their skin color, what do you want?
God. Oh my God. James was put on leave late November, according to Vice spokesman. In the settlement agreement, both Vice and Mr. James denied any liability, except for the $24,000, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. A fourth settlement struck in 2003 involved claims that Vice defamed a female writer by publishing that she had agreed to have sex with a rapper whom she had interviewed when she had not. This just sounds like fucking stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I don't have much more to say about that. Anything you guys would like to add to Vice being a cesspit of sexism and coloredless nipples?
Is anyone surprised, really?
No.
I mean, look at the crap they churn out. We've seen it over and over again with these male feminists. They put out all this by the line stuff, and then they turn out to be a bunch of perverts or weirdos.
I'm going to have to say that I saw that coming, but
I keep saying I think feminists would like men more if they stopped hanging out with male feminists.
Absolutely.
Probably.
Because these guys are fucking disgusting. Maybe the reason all men look like that to them is those are the men you're hanging around with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is boring. Schumer promises a vote to overturn FCC's net neutrality. He's actually going to force a vote in the Senate using the CRA, the Congressional Review Act. He doesn't need for some reason with that, he doesn't need the majority leader to bring a vote. So they'll be voting on that soon. Night, beautiful.
Night, lady monkey.
Night, lady monkey.
That'll be interesting because it's going to put all of the senators on net neutrality. And before anybody in the audience gets pissy, I understand that you disagree with me on this, but I do think that this is going to hurt them if they don't vote for it. Midterms are a bitch for the people in power anyway, so.
Mm-hmm. Just quick sec. Mr. Repsion's in chat. Hi, Mr. Repsion.
Hey, Rep, how you doing, bud? Yeah, he was on Worski earlier today, and wow.
I heard a little bit of that. It sounded interesting.
You took that very well. Let me put it that way. You handled it very well. Far nicer than I was about that kind of shit.
Oh boy.
If he feels left out from that stream, we could all yell ho at him a bunch of times.
Ho.
Ho. Ho.
Ho ho.
Ho. We just sound like Santa Claus is close to the holiday. There was another story, and I'm not sure why this is a huge issue, but apparently E! News is paying their women people less than their men people.
Scandalous.
Not the women's.
Yeah. Not the women's. Yeah, Kat Sadler, who was a host for a couple of their shows, found out her co-host was making like twice as much as she was. I shouldn't laugh at that.
Talk about salaries.
Well, she's making like $600,000, and he's making $1.2 million.
Only $600,000.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't know enough about like their employment. The one thing I did notice is she's like a lot older than him, so maybe she just hit her shelf life.
Yeah.
Thank you. Nope. Weebo is more like an elf. Yes, she is. That's why we love her.
I just winked. Can't see it, but I did it.
Okay, and with that, I have no more news I really want to discuss. Do you guys have anything? If not, we can hit up SS News.
I have a Florida man story.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, boy.
What do you got for Florida man?
This comes to us from Fox KTVU in Florida, I guess. Florida man paralyzed after chasing monkey that stole his hat.
Monkey, how dare you?
My God.
This was in Destin, Florida, according to the AP. A Florida man now living in Bali is fighting for his life after he fell from a roof while chasing a monkey that had stolen his favorite Pittsburgh Steelers cap. The Northwest Florida Daily News reported that Jeff Swedenhelm fell 33 feet, 10 meters on Monday. Villagers took him to a local hospital where he was diagnosed with severe damage to his spinal cord. He is currently paralyzed from the chest down. Lyric... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, ouch. That doesn't sound good. I cringed.
Yeah. Lyric Swedenhelm, who lives in Destin, said the family is trying to get her father to a country with a spinal specialist. A country with a spinal specialist.
Anyway,
yeah. She said Swedenhelm is in a medically induced coma and is on a ventilator. The family has started a GoFundMe, which has already raised $39,000.
Okay, guys, if a monkey steals your hat, just let him have it.
Lesson here is exactly that. Yeah.
Okay, there are things that if a monkey in a strange country stole it from me, I would chase after him. The minute he went onto the roof, I'd be like, fuck it, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's yours now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, especially if you're in a third world country like Bali. Don't do that. Just let it go. You can replace it.
Yeah, and what happens if you catch the monkey? Monkeys are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking to one right now.
You know, this was probably a small monkey, but if it had been like a larger one, like a gibbon, not a gibbon, but yeah, like a chimpanzee young one or something, they have like super retard strength. They'll rip you apart.
Oh boy.
Well, even little monkeys will bite the fuck out of you.
Yeah, and they're all disease riddled. Probably give you the AIDS.
Well, I remember going back to Harambe and seeing people on Facebook. He was protecting that kid. I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind?
Nah.
The way he was walking around with that kid was saying, who threw this shit in my cage? He was mad. Oh, yeah, don't fuck with monkeys. They're cute, but don't fuck with them. Man.
Dicks out for Harambe, guys.
Dicks out. Okay. Did you have another one?
Yeah,
you always come up with great stories. That's what I'm asking.
Okay, we got the Ohio governor, that's my home state, signs the Down syndrome abortion ban.
So you're not allowed to abort if the child has Downs?
Yeah.
What if it's a clown with Down?
Well, clowns are evil, so that's not even a human being at that point.
All right, fair enough. If it comes out of the womb looking all happy and shit.
Yeah, if it's got balloons and like a never-ending handkerchief coming out, you're good. That's
fuck that. You don't need a child.
Yeah, kind of demon baby.
So, what state is this in?
Ohio.
So you can't abort a Downs baby.
Yep. Doctors who knowingly perform an abortion on a woman whose fetus has a Down syndrome diagnosis can be charged with a 4th-degree felony and jailed up to 18 months in prison.
What if it has a second diagnosis?
That doesn't appear to be addressed.
Abortion legal?
Yeah, abortion's legal, but not for the Downs anymore. So
literally, you can't abort retards. Okay.
Yep. They have special rights. They're calling it a non-discrimination act.
So any other child you can abort, just not the Downs.
It's going to come down to the only thing you can abort is white males.
You mean it's going to come Downs?
No, it's going to come Downs.
It's going Downs. Yep.
I feel bad laughing at that because that just seems so stupid to me.
Hang on, I got a joke. What did the doctor say to the pregnant mother on his operating table?
What?
Don't let the extra chromosome get you Downs.
Oh my god.
That's
yeah, priest is a keck. Only healthy, normal babies may be aborted. That's fucking weird. For the record, I'm not an abortion advocate. I'm actually more pro-life, but that just seems
silly.
Well, I spent 5 years working with special needs kids, and there is a lot of stress and money that has to go into taking care of someone, even as high functioning as Down syndrome. So I don't think this is going to hold up under scrutiny because you can abort a healthy baby, but not one that's technically, as awful as it sounds, defective.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, it sounded a little eugenicist there. Sorry.
Get me a new one.
Yeah. Where's Margaret Sanger when you need her?
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. Jack, I love you.
Yeah, I apologize in advance for your demonetization on this one.
Shit, I get demonetized even when I'm nice, so you have at it. Colleen had sent us that Bali fall thing.
Nice.
Let's see. Guys, if there's a story you'd like us to take a look at, hit us up on Twitter at #MSSNews. Can't get to them all, but we'll get to what we can. Okay, with that out of the way, let me. Twitter rules. Oh, wow, this one comes from MASH. Twitter rules that Rosie's tweets to Ben Shapiro were not abusive.
Oh boy.
Oh my God. The feud between actress Rosie O'Donnell and radio talk show host Ben Shapiro does not appear to be slowing down. The conservative commentator reported Rosie O'Donnell's tweets that included a vulgar term to see if social media site would consider them as sexual harassment. Shapiro tweeted that he reported the former View host to Twitter mainly to see if Twitter does indeed have a double standard. Everyone knows if Rosie were conservative, Twitter would have suspended her in a hot second. So Twitter, put your money where your mouth is, Shapiro tweeted, adding the hashtag #MeToo, which, by the way, was fucking funny as shit.
Yeah.
Which was started by Alyssa Milano, who called on men and women to use the hashtag if they were sexually harassed or assaulted. He elaborated, "It's an attempt to clarify Twitter's standards. I don't actually want them to ban or suspend Rosie. I want them to stop applying their own rules inconsistently." Later, Shapiro tweeted again, "Surprise of surprises. Twitter says that Rosie's tweets were not, in fact, abusive in any way under their rules. Good to know."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because didn't she like tell him to suck her dick or something like that?
Yeah. But she's on a sliding scale because she's a lesbian. She's fat. She gets lots more pressure points than a straight Jew.
Oh, she does have a lot more pressure points. Mostly her knees.
Oh boy.
What?
And her
It's true.
cankles.
She's a big bitch. We know it.
Now I'm dying.
Let's see. This one comes from staff reporter and chief Florida correspondent Colleen Bernier. Florida man arrested for calling 911 to complain about small restaurant portions. Fucking Americans. Oh my God. Waiting for the story to load. Sorry, guys. There we go. Stuart, Florida. A Florida man complaining about his dinner to police has landed in trouble. The 51-year-old man was charged with misusing the emergency 911 line after he called dispatchers twice to complain about the size of his meal served to him at Krabby's Seafood Shack in Stewart.
Was it too small?
Apparently. In a 911 call released by the police department, Augusto told the dispatcher, "I ordered something and it was extremely so small."
Extremely so small.
Extremely so
English
small.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a really short article. Yeah, basically an American bitching that his portions aren't big enough.
Oh boy.
Well,
It's
then,
all falling apart.
this is why the world hates us.
We can't have nice things. Because we can't handle nice things.
We can't have nice things that are big enough.
It
You know what I don't get? It doesn't say whether or not this was from the same visit. He called twice.
probably was if they're going to arrest him for it. I mean, come on.
Well, it'd be nice if they included that kind of information in the story. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
what else do we have here?
About a man going to jail because he called the police officers twice for a non-issue. You expect more information?
I would like that.
Okay. Just making sure I know where you stand.
This one also comes from Colleen Bernier. Man suffers nonstop orgasms every time he lies down after rewiring his brain with sex toy.
Oh boy. Wait. How?
God damn it. There we go.
You got a super chat.
A man. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cryptic. How do you embarrass an archaeologist? Give him a used tampon and ask him which period it came from. Cryptic, I love you. A man has been left suffering from nonstop orgasms every time he lies down after his attempts at prostate stimulation went very wrong. Oh my God.
That sounds like it went very right. What are you talking about?
He had something up his ass long enough to rewire his brain. Okay. The man successfully rewired his brain after using a sex toy to massage his male G-spot, that's in quotes, by the way, regularly, scientists said.
Oh boy.
Eventually, the man reached a point where he could climax hands-free simply by lying on his back. But this became problematic because a neck injury flared up during his lengthy orgasms. The unnamed man began using the sex toys to treat the symptoms of a inflamed prostate. He accidentally did this?
How do you get a neck injury when you're diddling your butthole?
You're not stretching first.
I guess.
Guys, stretching is important. So before you simulate that G-spot, stretch.
Hey Phil, why'd you take up yoga? Oh, I got to do my stretches before my lady friend diddles my butt.
I don't think his lady friend was doing that. I think he was doing that himself, unless there was another person involved. Was there?
That's just
no,
sad.
according to this, it was him. Scientists wrote in the Clinical Anatomy Medical Journal, the subject found that whilst the orgasms were extremely enjoyable at the time, he could easily spend too much time experiencing them. Further, he had an old neck injury which flared up in association with some neck spasm at orgasm whilst lying prone.
Got another super chat.
It has been difficult to stop. We'll read that. I'll try again to read that after the super chat. Thank you, Snubbirth. Holy shit, you finally got Jack on. Weebo, who did you peg to make this happen?
I don't need to peg anyone to make things happen. It's all in the face and the boobs.
It has proved difficult to stop experiencing these orgasms and unwire himself back to normal. Dr. Roy Levin from the University of Sheffield, the study's author, said he hoped the man's story would lead to further research into the area.
I bet he does. I bet he wants that.
Who wants to sign up for that research project? Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to stimulate your butt until you can stop orgasming.
Oh boy.
Well,
I think I'm going to die.
I think the worst part of that is it was on accident. And I think the second worst part of that is the idea that in order to fix your prostate, you have to stick something up your butt. And
then what? What's the next step after that? Just curious.
Mass orgasm.
But like, do you have to insert it? And how would that? I'm trying to figure out how that would function.
It's a vibrator kind of thing. You stick it up there and bzzz, or if you really like it, bzzz.
Oh boy.
Depends on how much you like it.
Wow.
I would be so screwed because we don't touch the monkey butt. We just don't.
All right, Bear's talking smack about you in the chat, Monkey. You might want to get on that.
Go jump up and down in muddy puddles, Bear.
They do that for fun, don't they? I learned that from Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig, yeah. I have a theory that Peppa Pig is exactly like British life. I've never been to England, so I can't verify, but as far as I know, yes, that's how they are.
I've never seen an episode of Peppa Pig in my life, and I'm okay with that.
No, you have to watch it. It is fucking fantastic.
Make me.
For all the wrong reasons. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, this is from you, Jack. People call 911 when strange lights appear in California. This is all about the SpaceX launch over there.
The UFO freaked everyone out.
Isn't it amazing that in this day and age, anytime there's something in the sky like that, it freaks everyone out?
Well, it's out of the ordinary.
Yeah, but I mean, we're so past the point of, shouting at the sky for most of us that you would think most people go, oh, that's probably something to do with NASA, or not oh my god, the aliens are landing.
NASA doesn't do anything in Cali, do they?
Well, they're in Arizona. They're not that far out.
Yeah, SpaceX does some stuff off the California coast too, but yeah, I mean it breaks the mold. It's like the Joker said in Dark Knight. You're used to a certain set of things happening. You see a contrail in the sky, your brain normally doesn't go to chemicals falling down on you, but you see some weird shapes and some weird lights. It does kind of break the paradigm a little bit. And I used paradigm in a sentence.
Could be for you, sir.
Fussy Notions in chat says it's because we're all waiting for the real flying saucers. Do you guys agree with that? Do you think a lot of people are actually expecting that to happen in their lifetime?
I hope the aliens stay away. We don't need to
I've-
fuck up a second planet.
I'd be willing to say that there are probably more people than you think, but they won't admit to it. Because, I mean, look at all our science fiction, all the years of UFO sightings, all the government bodies that have researched UFOs. It creates a certain mentality in people, subconsciously even, that we're probably not alone.
Well, I would agree we're probably not alone. Whether or not they're actually coming here, because an infinite universe, an infinite number of planets and moons and livable habitats. The idea that they would find our little dot, even with what little we're putting out into the universe, it's.
Well, it depends
I
how
hope they do.
Yeah, it depends on how advanced they are and how delicious we look. We're an
All right,
all-you-can-eat buffet, dude.
I'm good. I don't want to get eaten.
Really?
Shut
Does
up.
your boyfriend know this?
Shut up.
You're the one who said it.
I meant it in a way like I don't want to die. Not in the
Weebo does not like the oral sex. She likes the butt stuff. She's told us that before.
fuck you, monkey. You spread
Kinda
lies.
weird. I just go by the words you use.
Lies.
This one comes from Signal Boost. Elderly couple stopped in Nebraska with 60 pounds of weed for Christmas presents.
Go, grandpa and grandma.
Sheriff's deputies in York County, Nebraska, stopped a pickup truck on Tuesday when they noticed the driver over the center line and the driver failing to signal. During the traffic stop, deputies noticed a strong smell of raw marijuana, the sheriff's department said. Patrick Giron, 80, and Barbara Giron, 83, said they were from Northern California and were en route to Boston and Vermont. Deputies asked the driver about the odor, and he admitted to having contraband in the truck and consented to a vehicle search. I'm going to put this in the chat. Hopefully the chat links are working today because you guys got to see the picture of this shit.
You got a
Holy
super
crap.
chat, by the way. And might I just say, a vacuum sealed bag would have fixed this problem in a jiffy.
Yeah, no shit. Thank you, Mash. Ranting Monkey, people never see the UFOs. That's just Weebo Jones and I flying around. It would give us away. There you go.
Yeah, obviously I'm an alien, guys. Makes sense, right?
They said the marijuana was for Christmas presents. Lieutenant Paul, there's no vowels in the first part of that dude's name. The fuck? VRBKA. How the fuck do you say that?
VRBKA?
Yeah. Verbica?
Sure.
Verbica told the New York Times or the York Times, the York News Times.
Yeah.
The department estimated the street value of the pot at over $300,000.
That's a lot.
It's a hell of
Now-
a Christmas gift.
Yeah. Oh my God. One of the greatest things in that picture. I don't know if you guys shop at Walmart, but at Walmart, you can buy this giant, almost barrel looking thing of cheese balls.
Oh, yeah.
And they have one of those full of pot.
Oh,
It
look at
still
the
has the
little
cover on it.
picture. There's a
Yeah,
puppy.
little police doggy.
Oh, he's so cute.
Now, I got to be honest. If your grandma and grandpa was going to spend $300,000 on you, would you want it all in pot?
No, I want it in tech and gear.
I would take the cash.
Yeah, I go cash.
Knives. Computers.
I mean, I could probably get a better deal on drugs if I really wanted them. I mean,
Yeah, no doubt.
you don't send your grandparents out for that.
Grandma,
Dude, I could get so much Advil with that.
can you imagine the Christmas list from the grandkids? Just pot. Oh, let's see. I don't know how Scribe goes through these so fast. This is why we need Scribe, because he's better at this than I ever will be.
Wait, did you just take second place to someone else?
Oh,
Namely
wait,
Scribe?
this part, yeah, I have no problem with that.
Le gasp.
Oh wow, I'm already back into yesterday's stories. So I jumped a bunch. Okay, we'll call that for MSS News today. Man, that's a lot of pot. Jesus Christ. I just can't believe. I mean, they're 80. You know, one of the greatest stories I ever read is there was an Amish group. I want to say it was in California that was dealing coke. Because who's ever going to think the Amish are doing that?
I would totally, now that I know that they've done it before.
Trav says 60 pounds equals 300K. Cops are paying too much for weed. Suppose it depends on where you live.
Yeah, and how good the weed is, probably.
Yeah.
If it's like that dank weed, then yeah.
The dank
I don't
weed.
even know what that means. What does dank weed mean? Enlighten me, someone.
I don't use it.
Maybe it's wrapped in memes. I don't know.
I'm fairly certain it means good. You guys, this is where I'm showing that I don't use. So if anybody in the chat can tell us what dank means, help us out. Oh, thank you, Kagaman.
Looking it up.
Christmas. Merry Christmas back to you, sir.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, what is it?
Disagreeably damp, musty, and typically cold. Well, that doesn't sound enjoyable. Oh, Urban Dictionary definition. That'll be better.
Well, Jim Hewlett says dank means very good.
That's okay.
What does Urban Dictionary tell us?
The top definition is also an expression frequently used by stoners and hippies for something of high quality. Okay, so it's that dank kush. It's probably that high quality dank weed.
Would you want dank vag?
No.
I don't know. I don't do veg. Only dick.
Man, she had the dankest twat ever.
That just sounds like it smells funny.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Makes you think of like your grandma's basement.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Basement pussy. Oh my god. Okay, so this would be typically where we do YouTube time, although I kind of jumped the gun on that because we're gonna let chat ask some questions tonight too.
Nice.
Just for fun. Weebs, what are you working on?
So I'm still editing that video that I was talking about with the Redhead Lives Matter, and yesterday I released a trailer on Twitter, and I'm very proud of how that turned out. It's like a 14-second video of me talking, and then it goes into that one "Oh Yeah" song from Ferris Bueller, and it's black and white and it's slow motion, and I'm doing some weird shit with my face.
Yes, I saw your video. I also saw the pictures you asked for where they took away your teeth and eyebrows. That was cute.
That's the best thing ever. I'm so happy that they did that. And the one picture where I look like Gollum kind of scares me a little bit, but I think I'm going to use it as my profile picture on Instagram.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Did you like my
follow Weebs on Twitter? Go ahead.
Did you like my Cult of Dusty picture for you? That's showing off my awesome Photoshop skills.
Oh my god, yes. Honestly, yesterday was the best day, even though like my computer almost died, but it was the best day.
How'd your stream go last night? I only caught bits and pieces of it.
It went very well. We talked a whole bunch about Star Wars, and then we got into talking about psychology. And then Punisher came on. He was the only patron that showed up for the stream, actually, which kind of makes me sad. But I guess that's okay. I mean, we'll try to figure this out. This is my first Patreon stream I've ever done, and
okay.
It went all right. But he didn't show up until like in half an hour before the show was supposed to end. So that was just an hour and a half of me talking to myself. So if you want to check that out, go ahead, chat.
That's an excellent sales pitch.
Thank you.
You should be in marketing.
Obviously.
Should hang out with my grandparents if they were still alive. They talk to themselves all the time for free.
My grandmother exactly like that. I'm turning into an old maid.
Yeah, just wait, that gets worse.
Oh joy.
Jack, when are you doing laundry again?
I do laundry videos every Tuesday and Friday. And I've been doing
You do it every Tuesday and Friday?
I just post new videos. I do all my laundry like once, and then I have videos for a month.
Gotcha. So, okay, gotcha. I went back and I was watching your earliest videos.
I'm sorry.
No, they were. What was the name of it? God, fuck. Ninja something. What was your ninja?
Oh, the Hobo Ninja. Yeah,
the Hobo Ninja. Yes, I was watching that and I was loving it. You should make a reboot.
No, although that was good.
I do love the laundry.
Yeah, the Hobo Ninja thing was actually to solve a copyright dispute I had with someone that was trying to steal my idea. So there was an actual reason for that being there.
Can Jack read one of his own articles? He already did. We could have him read another one. Well, I'm imposing on you there.
I don't care.
Jack, would you read another one of your articles?
Yeah, if you want to.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because I didn't do shit on YouTube. I keep planning to. Like I said, I started a video today, and halfway through, I was just like, I'm not even interested in this.
Monkey, you slacker. How dare.
I'm having trouble finding inspiration. There's lots of things I want to respond to, and then I get about halfway through, and it's like, I don't care. So I'm blaming the medicine for the moment.
Did you ever get around to looking at that link that I showed you?
The link that you showed me. I
Yeah,
think
I sent it to
so.
Twitter, and it was a YouTube channel just full of sit-down talks amongst people. And the video that I sent you of that channel, it was absolute cuckery.
Was it? Nope, that's the other one. That's where you're trying to punish me. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, there's lots of stuff I want to respond to, but I need to find a way to make it interesting to myself in order to do it. Real quick, thank you, W.R. Costin. Merry Christmas, my fellow primates and other ranting beings. It was the night before Christmas, and all through Monkey's house, not a creature was stirring except maybe the louse. Did he just say I have lice?
What's a louse?
A shiftless layabout.
Okay.
Well, louse is aren't those lice? I thought, delouse is getting rid of lice.
Oh,
and
yeah,
monkeys
maybe.
do. Real monkeys have lice, so that's why you don't get your hat back from them, guys. Real quick, Mash asks, take a wild guess what I'm getting my dad for Christmas.
Alcohol.
A cobra.
A hooker. Anyway, Jack, did you have a story you were going to read for us?
Sure. This one comes from Fox News. There's a war coming. Marine Corps General warns U.S. troops.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Oh no.
If you saw a picture of the guy, I think the war's with wrinkles.
Nice.
The Marine Corps Commandant on Thursday warned U.S. troops stationed in Norway to be prepared for a coming war. I hope I'm wrong, but there's a war coming, General Robert Neller told them. You're in a fight here, an informational fight, a political fight by your presence. Neller pointed to the near future possibility of Russia and the Pacific Theater being the next major areas of conflict. Sergeant Major Ronald Green sounded a similar tone. Just remember why you're here, Green said. They're watching. Just like you watch them, they watch you. We've got 300 Marines up here. We could go from 300 to 3,000 overnight. We could raise the bar. The warnings came a day after Defense Secretary Jim Mattis, whatever that is, told troops at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, that the storm clouds are gathering over the Korean Peninsula. Neller and Green arrived in Norway, coincided with heightened tensions between the U.S. and its NATO allies and Russia, according to military.com. Russia warned Norway that its decision to host a new unit of U.S. troops to the end of 2018 would negatively affect relations. And in Russian, that's probably more ominous. Norway has...
Keep going.
Norway has insisted having U.S. troops stationed there is merely part of an effort to enhance ties with NATO allies and conduct cold weather combat operations. At a Q&A session with the troops in the Norwegian Home Guard base near Trondheim, Neller said that the U.S. could shift its focus from Middle East to Eastern Europe, citing Russia's conflicts with Ukraine and Georgia as justification. He told the Marines that they should prepare for a big-ass fight on the horizon. That was a quote, not Fox News. Russia has reportedly been uneasy about the presence of American troops close to its borders. The 300 U.S. Marines deployed to Norway in June 2016 were the first foreign troops allowed to operate in the country since World War II. In September this year, Russia conducted joint military exercise with neighboring Belarus that involved 12,700 troops. A new national security strategy unveiled by Trump administration on Monday singled out Russia and China as two world powers challenging, quote, American power, influence, and interests attempting to erode American security and prosperity. That's it.
So we're going to war soon.
Probably.
Aren't we always going to war soon, though?
Yeah. America really does have a long history of war.
Or
Oh,
we
yeah.
born from a war?
What's that?
No, we were forged in war, not born from it.
That's what I thought.
We are a very warlike nation. We've been at war pretty much since the beginning.
And I blame the Indians for that.
Me too.
That's racist.
Bastards.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
They're not a race. They're barely a people.
Oh boy.
God.
You're gonna get
that was a
cursed so bad.
joke. For anybody who was missing it, that's a joke. This would be when we do YouTube drama. Do we know of drama going on?
Yes. The debate between whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not is over, and it's definitely a holiday movie.
Absolutely.
I have evidence. It's on my Twitter. If you would like to look at it, it's irrefutable evidence. You can suck my dick if you disagree, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's like 40 feet.
Cryptic, thank you so much. What do you call a blowjob from a toothless Japanese woman? Oral gummy.
Oh boy.
So I saw your poll on Twitter.
Mhm.
Did your brother disagree that Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
Yeah, he disagrees. He says until it's 100%, it's not correct. That's false.
What is the argument against it being a Christmas movie?
Honestly, I don't think he's got one. He just calls me a liar and says that I am a buffoon and all manner of ad hominems until I just give up and walk away. He's not a very good debater. He's not a master debater.
Well played. Okay, yeah, no. Die Hard is actually the first Christmas movie I watch of the season every season. And it's a great Christmas movie.
Absolutely.
It has
My brother has lost the debate. He just can't wave that white flag.
A happy ending. There's presents. There's a party. I don't understand.
There's eggnog too, right?
Is there eggnog?
I thought there was.
Probably.
I know there's alcohol.
Can't have a Christmas party without copious amounts of alcohol.
Die Hard is a great all year round movie, says Jack Gunsky. I agree. It's great all the time, but it is a Christmas movie. I watch Scrooged all year long, and I that's definitely a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
That's just a funny movie. Yeah, see, Chad is all in pretty much agreement. It's a Christmas movie.
And the poll has spoken.
Prospero says a movie that takes place at Christmas is now automatically a Christmas movie thanks to Die Hard. I'm officially old. I've been beating this drum since I was much younger. I'm glad to see the younger. This was the original cereal is soup. That's all I'm saying. And I was right then. I'm right now. As for real drama going on internet, I do know Repsion was on with Andy today because they had a little bit of a tiff going on Twitter. They seem to have squashed that. I didn't pay attention much to the rest of it. Once they started talking about race realism and race is real, I was like, fuck this, I don't care anymore, and turned it off. So
yeah, same here.
Oh, me and the Britisher have drama, but it's like very chill drama. It's basically the colonies versus the motherland 2.0.
Well, we're better than them because we don't jump up and down in muddy puddles.
Yeah, I told him that I hope his tea falls into the harbor again.
Hey, the Indians did that. Clearly. It could possibly have been white guys dressed like Indians. Nope.
And then he went on to compare that to Antifa. So I was like, boy.
There's a couple of things in chat I want to address real quick. Ben Master, well, doesn't that mean Castaway is a Christmas movie? It takes place during Christmas too. No, Castaway actually takes place during a long period of time.
Was
unless
it during Christmas or
I don't know. But I mean, there is some Christmas aspects to the movie, but unless he can grow a beard in a day, I mean, the other one is that I do want to address. Three-sided coin says, does anyone think Andy's gone full racist? I don't think he has. I didn't listen to all what he says, but it is possible to believe in race realism and not be a white nationalist. It's just a slippery slope once you get there. So, do you guys have, excuse me, did you bring the deep topics I told you guys to prepare?
You didn't say anything to me about a deep topic. You
No,
just said bring a dick. And I did. It's here.
No, I specifically told you bring at least one deep topic.
All right. We can talk about how big of a vagina it would have to be to take my 40 inches. I mean, 40 feet.
Well, at least 40 feet.
Nah. Because remember, vaginas, they can extend up to 200 times their original size. Or 200% their original size.
That's kind of gross.
Well, yeah. But it makes for some interesting porn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ping pong shows, you can't go wrong.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I don't have a deep topic either. Damn it. Yeah, I should have told you guys to bring deep topics and just push this off on you, and I forgot.
That'll learn you.
Jack, do you play video games?
Occasionally, not much anymore.
Whenever I get the chance, but that was few and far between moments when I was at college. Hopefully this semester it'll get easier and I can play a lot more.
Do you play on a computer or on a console?
Okay, so I play on a console right now, an Xbox One, but I am saving up. I am about $400 deep into like the funds to build myself a PC. My very own PC. I'm so excited.
Much better way to go for gaming, in my opinion. But I do like consoles. I love my 3DS. Mining freedom. I have a deep topic. Weebo's butthole.
What do you know about my butthole minding?
Well, you've told us you enjoy the butt stuff.
No, you told us that I enjoy the butt stuff.
Three-sided coin. You said you like to go Greek.
As my boyfriend.
Three-sided coins said I was going to sing. I said me and Scribe are going to sing. We'll be doing that Monday. I mean, I guess I could sing, but now I'm all nervous. I'm shy. Oh, deep topic. Why is there such an obsession with remakes, reboots, than original IP or novel adaptation?
Because they're safer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that I agree with that. I think they look safer. I think the track record has said otherwise.
Yeah, but I think they're risk averse in Hollywood because there's so many PC rules they have to follow. You couldn't do a lot of movies anymore, even as remakes.
Yeah, and if you stick with a property that's already known, it's safer in a sense that, like, you know partially how the audience might react to it. Like, for instance, Star Wars. Everyone knows that, you know, Star Wars is kind of one of those hot topic issues that, you know, definitely could be capitalized on if done right. Granted, that's probably changed now with the release of The Last Jedi. But overall, it's kind of one of those things that, like, does not bomb at the box office due to its history. It's a safe it's a safe type of concept to capitalize on. Same thing with, say, you know, the Marvel franchise. Safe, which is why there's, what, 18, 19 movies now?
Plus, they can replace people that were problematic in the originals. So you could do like Ocean's 8, where they remake Ocean's 11 and replace them with superior female actresses instead of those awful patriarchal men.
Did they actually make that? Has it released yet?
Not yet. They're working on, as far as I know. I think they're talking about cutting Matt Damon's part out.
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He even looks like a special needs kid, like the big forehead. And
I am interested to see the movie that he did. What's it called? Downsizing?
Yeah, see, I thought they were tricking me. I thought that was about Down syndrome. I was like, oh my God, this is going to be hilarious.
It's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So yeah, it's a reboot too. I already can. I'm interested to see how they make that movie interesting. Because I'm guessing the reason that you downsize people is for the good of the planet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
there's an environmental theme to it.
Yeah. So, I mean, he gets chased by a dog or something. I'm wondering what the drama is going to be.
The drama is saving the Earth from the evil humans.
When you're tiny.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, you're smaller, so you're taking up less of a carbon footprint.
Well, the only thing I saw in the trailer that looks like it's got any kind of conflict to it at all is when he's trying to sign some contract and the guy yells at him, "As big as you can, please." Because it's a normal sized person he's signing a contract with.
Well, conflict is patriarchal.
Yes, it is, because men are toxic.
That's right. If I've learned anything from blue-haired feminists over the years, it's that men are the epitome of evil.
Yes. And we really are. But it's usually because we're trying to impress women.
I kind of feel like for the downsizing trailer, I think that's like a misdirection, and they're going to come out with something like completely left field in terms of plot. So it's like, it's going to come out, it's going to be advertised as a happy-go-lucky film about, downsizing. But I don't know, at some point halfway through the film, we find out that really, in reality, they are kidnapping these people that have been shrunk and they're cooking them into like a stew or whatever. I don't know.
No, that'd be a better movie. No, they won't do that.
Chaos Eve says his wife doesn't go through with it, so he has to start life over.
Oh, well.
See, I think they really missed a good opportunity, because this movie could have been like, the society of little people collapses and goes all post-apocalypse, and they turn into the borrowers, and they just steal that plot.
There you go.
I would watch that movie. It sounds more fun.
Yeah, apparently they both get shrunk, and then his wife goes back. Okay.
Wait. I thought you can reverse the process. I thought that was like one of these.
Yeah, she doesn't go through with it.
Just doesn't go through.
Okay.
I mean, that would be rough, but okay, I suppose they can make it.
It's dumb.
I feel like he could, pull a Prince Charles and live inside her vagina.
No. Bad.
Do you remember that, Weebo? Do you know about that?
No, but I don't want to think about people living inside vaginas.
Prince Charles was caught telling Camille Parker, whatever the fuck her name is, that he wished he could be her tampon so he could be inside her all the time.
That's a compliment.
But it's creepy.
Yeah, especially like 4 days out of the year or the month, he's going to be drowned.
But like, was it a joke, or what was it?
Probably not.
No, he was trying to be sexy. That's because they jump up and down in muddy puddles, for fuck's sake, and that's what happens to your brain when you do that.
Oh, all right.
I want to be your tampon.
Is muddy puddles the new window licking retard?
I just think it's funny. How much they love muddy. There's actually an episode of Peppa Pig where the Queen of England jumps up and down in muddy puddles with him.
Oh, not the Queen.
Mash asks what my thoughts are on Christie Winters trying to get Barring's Maker support account closed. That cunt needs to settle down. She seriously does.
Yokatas.
Yeah, because he hasn't done shit to her. She is just on a weird vengeance kick, and she needs to get over it. And this is all because he called her fisty splinters. That's what she keeps pointing to. And her misunderstanding something he said because the bitch can't read despite her PhD. I watched Barring's video, and I remember when that all blew up where he supposedly was threatening her. And
wait, I have a question. What does she have a PhD in?
Yeah. She's never actually said as far as I know, she's never specifically said the discipline, other than it's a social science.
That it's women's studies.
It's something.
My guess would be psychology.
Yeah, it's probably one of those useless degrees like communication or philosophy that you can't get a real job with.
Yeah, you got to be a writer, and she's just not one. Jordan says, so apparently Joy Sparkle BS is doing her last stream ever. I'm laughing at the title so much.
Okay, sure.
Nobody believes that.
How many last stream ever has she done now? Yeah, anyway. Oh, wow. No, remember Ranting Monkey? She did a 2-hour long PowerPoint on it. On what? Is this... Okay, chat. We have to have a talk here. You guys hear us anywhere from a couple of seconds to a minute after we say something, and my memory is shit. So when you say things like that, I need a little bit more what's the word I'm looking for, guys? Context. Oh God, let's see.
It was probably didn't Christie do a PowerPoint on how much she loves bearing without directly saying she loves bearing?
Oh, she might have. I don't watch very much of Christie. I really don't.
You're not missing anything.
She's boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't, when Eli was on with her and Steve Shives, I did love her face as Eli was sitting there, Brosnick or whatever the fuck his last name is, talking about how you should be nice and treat your opponents, like people. And you could just, because they'd been talking about Barrett, you can just see her in the background. Her face is seething. Yep. She's just like, fuck no.
I figured it out. I figured out what she's got a PhD in.
Oh, what's
that?
3
guesses. You get 3.
I'm going with psychology, sociology, or philosophy.
Ding, ding, ding. 3rd one was correct. She's a doctor of philosophy.
Yep, told you, worthless degree.
Mm-hmm.
All you could do is teach it.
Yep.
And stand at Burger King in the fry line going, yeah, you guys want to hear about Nietzsche? No.
She's got a focus in political science, gender study, and quantitative data analysis.
Oh, so she has a bunch of focuses in unemployment.
Well, she's got a lot of focuses.
Internal Dilemma wants to know who the hot chick is.
Oh, my name's Jack.
Jack Cochran.
Jack the motherfucking Cochran.
Duh.
That's right.
But since Christie Winters is a professor, and she uses her legit name online, the information is out there. She put it out there herself.
Well, I looked it up once before and couldn't find it and didn't really care that much because I figured it was a bullshit degree because she's Christie Winters.
Yeah.
How do you get a degree in philosophy?
You do a lot of thinking, but not a lot of anything else that is, substantial.
Yeah, it's a bunch of classes and bullshitting. My old college roommate had a philosophy degree, and all he could do is talk, blow smoke up your ass and try and quote crappy things like man and Superman and all this other bullshit. It doesn't mean anything. It's useless.
Yeah, no, it's a step up from being a conspiracy theorist, a YouTube conspiracy theorist.
Polydub. Well, to be nerdy, every PhD is a doctorate in philosophy, kind of what the P in PhD stands for. Nitpicky, but true. Fair enough.
Mesh says, political science, how I bet roaming millennial can run circles around her. Yeah, probably, honestly. Roaming is pretty smart. And
philosophy is a degree you get when you're a trust fund baby and won't need to work, says Ben Master.
Yep.
I remember talking with one of my friends at school about his philosophy class, and it's honestly the worst class that you could ever take because not only does it have you questioning everything, including your own existence, but it kind of gets you a little bit suicidal thinking about it because you're just like, what the fuck is the point then?
I spend a lot of time in my head just thinking about shit, and sometimes it's actually real stuff, not things like bat wings or whatever. I think when you get to the point where you're going to school to think that much and you're not actually applying it to anything, then you need to step back. You step back and go, I'm wasting money here.
Yeah. No one needs a degree in philosophy. They just get it for shits and giggles.
Yeah, it's also kind of lazy because there's never like a correct answer. It's always about just dressing it up so it sounds cool.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like questions like, is free will real or just an illusion? And then a whole bunch of like evidence to kind of contradict anything that you're thinking. Yes,
Yeah.
UPS 21 or USP 211816 nihilism training. Exactly, that's exactly what it is, and it sucks.
Yeah. Good.
Somebody sent me a video they wanted me to respond to. It was this guy talking about how people who commit crimes really aren't criminals because it's not their fault because they can't stop themselves. And the argument all was philosophical about how we have no, Weebo, you just said no free will is because we have no free will. And basically the argument was we're born this way. For no matter what bad thing you do, we're born this way.
Oh,
That's stupid. I mean, at that point, why even bother with laws? We'll just go back to living in mud huts, killing each other over eyeballing us funny.
Yeah. But that's what philosophy brings you.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's people with too much time on their hands with too much introspection and not enough things to keep them occupied.
Honestly, yeah. No, there's a healthy middle ground, and that's not where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ranting Monkey, I may feel sympathy for a rabid dog, but I still kill the rabid dog. Fair enough. I mean, yeah.
Just don't eat it.
Prospero's very mad at me with us pissing on philosophy. Look, yeah, there are good parts to philosophy, and then there's taking it too far and spending all of your time in your head thinking that nothing really matters. And if you think nothing really matters, you're kind of an asshole.
Yeah. What are you doing with your life that nothing really matters? Seriously, though.
Yeah, good job.
That's where the
Yes.
whole like, what am I doing on this planet concept comes in. Like, well, if there's no point, then what the fuck is the point?
I think people spend too much time looking for the point.
I will admit that is probably very true of some people. Why can't people just live their lives the way that they want to? I mean,
Those are dumb.
You know what? I don't have a problem with people thinking this shit up and even expressing it when, they're talking to other people. But when they try to push it as some kind of real thing, that's when I'm just like, go fuck yourself. Without laws and the concept of right and wrong, society would not exist as it does. We would be cavemen beating each other with sticks, and the strongest would survive, and people like Christie Winters would not even be around.
agreed.
Yeah.
Humans are defined by free will. Many have terrible lives, yet choose to not become criminals. Yeah, that video pissed me off, and if it wasn't filled with academic jargon, I probably would have taken a crack at it.
Hey, toss me the video. I might be able to do something with it.
Oh God, I'll have to see if I can find it. It's been a while, a couple weeks. But yeah, it's just nonsense. We pretty much turned it over to chat anyway. So guys, questions, comments, concerns. We're a little bit early. We're a lot bit early, but throw it to us. Talk to these people. Ask them questions.
Yep. I will answer pretty much any question you throw at me.
I will give a sarcastic reply.
Well, yeah, no,
Jack,
it might be sarcastic, but it also might be legit. You never know.
I've said this many times, Jack. You are the only person I can't keep up with in chat. I can shit post with the best of them, but going back and forth with you is awesome. If you guys have never paid attention to Jack in chat, make sure you do, because he's funny as fuck.
I try to keep it amusing.
Jack, what don't we know about you that you can share publicly?
I don't know. What do you want to know? I can't talk about what I do for a living.
That's fine.
Of non-disclosure agreements, but
redacted.
Married, kids?
Nope, never married. No kids that I know of. I will demand a paternity test if you try and claim I'm
Good job.
Would you go on Maury for that?
Oh, absolutely. That would be awesome. I'd even ghetto it up too. Be like, Maury, I ain't that baby's daddy. He don't look nothing like me.
You are
that bitch
not
lying.
Yeah, that hose lion.
How old are you, ish?
I'm 1 year older than you.
Oh, okay. See, that's why we're so close with our shit, because we're old school.
Yeah.
Good.
Back when humor was
We-
allowed.
Yeah. Oh God, don't you miss that?
I do. I was just watching Sam Kinison earlier today.
The one with Malika and what's her name? With his wife and her sister on there.
No, but I watched that last week. That was really funny.
Oh, I fucking love that one.
There's so much I forgot about how offensive that was back then, even to like the puritanicals. Because like humor has now become so neutered that the far leftists have become the religious right of the 80s.
For the people in chat asking, I have to look at the date. I am 42.
You don't know?
Yeah, 42. I am on so many meds. You're lucky I answer to my name.
I'm 19. I feel young. I feel really young.
You are young. You should, if you guys haven't done so, and you can find it, I believe, on YouTube. If not, I know it's on Netflix. Go watch old Sam Kinison specials and realize at the time that, yeah, what Jack just said, a lot of what he said was really controversial at the time, because he was like ripping into religion.
Yeah, and he was a former Pentecostal minister.
Yes. Who went
dog
the complete opposite way in his stand-up career.
Yeah. I think that him, Andrew Dice Clay, and even Howard Stern would be really run off of the stage nowadays if they tried that same routine.
Oh, definitely. And Andrew was run off at the time.
Yeah, a couple times. And
so young.
You are young.
well, look at what Jeff Dunham got when he introduced Ahmed the Dead Terrorist. There was so much press about that, and all he did was introduce a fictional puppet character that was probably mildly offensive to some people.
I love Ahmed the Dead Terrorist. He's my favorite.
Yeah, he's hilarious, but I mean, he gets a lot of crap for that, and I really miss edgy comedy. You don't see that anymore.
Well, if you go back, watch old George Carlin, Richard Pryor. Oh God, Richard Pryor was so funny. And even to a lesser extent, Eddie Murphy with Raw and Delirious.
Yeah,
there's stuff he did Delirious and Raw that couldn't be done today.
Oh, absolutely. His jokes about San Francisco and the gays on top of the police cars going, woo, woo. Yes. You couldn't get away with that today. There'd be a hot pastel witch burning.
Yeah, and the fucked up part, I mean, he was actually not against gays. He said in the one part, you know, you can be friends with a gay guy just after work. What are you doing? I'm going to get a beer. What are you doing? I'm going to suck a dick. I'll see you later.
Yeah, and he got busted with the transsexual hooker. So...
Oh shit.
Yeah, I to me, one of the saddest things that I've watched in my lifetime is the death of comedy. And that's why I really think I can't remember the name of it right now, but the documentary about this that had Gilbert Gottfried and so many other comedians in it. I just remember him because he's so annoying.
Yeah.
But anyway, it is such a much more important piece than the Red Pill movie.
Oh, yeah.
Because the death of comedy it's really where free speech silencing started. When you can't make that joke. You can't make that joke.
Yeah, that's too offensive. You need to tone it down a little. It's that speech policing starts with everything that's offensive, like super offensive, and that's usually in the realm of comedy, and it bleeds over into everything else over time. I mean, look at Adam Sandler's old movies. A lot of that stuff you probably couldn't get away with now, even though Adam Sandler isn't all that hilarious. But look how bad his movies have gotten because they've taken the edge out of them. I'm trying to use an example Weebo might understand.
No, I remember, because we used to love Adam Sandler's movies in my family. We used to watch them all the time. And then we gradually got to like the more current ones, like Jack and Jill, for instance, which was a shit show.
Oh, yeah. Horrible.
And we're like, where the fuck did funny Adam Sandler go?
Yeah.
Right now.
Like Comedy Central went from like Dave Chappelle to Trevor Noah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Ben Master just said Dave Chappelle's funny, and I agree. I love Dave Chappelle, but he got in trouble for his latest stand-ups on Netflix because he made comments about transsexuals.
Honestly,
And
I feel like. Sorry, go ahead.
he wasn't even that offensive.
No, it doesn't take much now.
So, honestly, I feel like we should just ignore the people that make a big deal about it, because it's a loud minority of people that are making a big deal about it. Majority of the population doesn't give a fuck. So if you just ignore them, they'll eventually go away and start harping out something else.
Yeah, they're like what'd you say?
They won't. This shit has been going on since the 80s.
Yeah, it's only gotten a lot worse. At first, it dies down a little bit, like in the 90s with the PC generation, kind of died down a little bit, and then it really resurged in the last 17, 18 years.
Well, I mean, like with the upcoming generation, because I've heard that not the millennials, but the generation right after that, it's
the Zs or whatever.
Gen Z. Okay, so I've heard Gen Zs are a lot less PC in nature, just because they've grown up watching the older generation before them kind of be this reactionary PC type of generation. So they've kind of the counterculture, the new counterculture will be anti-PC, and they won't give a fuck, and the culture will kind of mold itself to fit that kind of mold, essentially.
I hope so, but we have to remember Gen Z is still quite young, and they haven't been to college yet, and we'll see what happens with them, because so much of this stuff, so much of PC bullshit didn't come from people who were rabidly PC. It came from those who went, okay, I kind of see what you mean there. They were the ones who were like, yeah, we really don't need to say the N-word. We really don't need to call women bitches. It was people who were just okay with it. They weren't like rabid. They were like, yeah, well, maybe we shouldn't hurt people's feelings.
Yeah, it's an incremental chipping away.
Yeah.
And they get you to give a little bit, then it gets a little more. It's that Overton window. First they try very far, and then they bring it back just a little bit, then a little bit more, and a little bit more.
Yeah.
Ben Messer says, once the baby boomers die off, a lot of PC shit will go away. It's their cucked attitudes of being afraid to be called racist by younger people that did this. I actually blame my generation more than baby boomers.
Yeah.
Baby boomers put the thought out there, but it was Gen X that we get forgotten. Have you noticed that, Jack?
Oh, absolutely. It's like our generation is burying the lead. Oh no, we didn't do nothing. It was those guys.
Yeah, I've actually seen millennials talk about the generation above them and then mention baby boomers. I'm like, excuse me, you forgot us. We're happy to pass the blame, apparently.
Oh yeah. I look back at stuff that happened in the 90s, and a lot of it looks very familiar, but much worse now.
Yeah.
So maybe that's just, old age, but
I think every child at the age of, say, 13 should be sat down and shown Blazing Saddles.
Oh, yeah.
And if they don't laugh, they should be locked away for their own good.
That's an infringement upon your freedom of, movement.
Nope.
No.
When you're a kid, you have no rights.
Indeed. There you go.
You have a few rights, and I feel like if you're being locked in a room, that might be...
You don't have, no, you do not have the right not to laugh at Stop or the Nigger Gets It. If you don't laugh at that line, you are a horrible person.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I would go one step further and make it very Clockwork Orange, where they're strapped down with their eyes forced open until they laugh.
Oh boy.
It's deprogramming.
That speaks of conditioning almost.
Kara wants to know when your birthday is, Weebo.
Well, let's see. What does my Twitter birthday say? I am. Let's see. It says I was born February 29th, 1996, which is obviously not accurate.
Captain Bremel says, hey, where are all the white women at? That is one of my favorite lines of that whole movie. You know, my favorite part of that movie is the little white lady where she gives him the pie, telling me, of course you'll have the good sense not to tell people we spoke. Like, oh my God.
Okay, I will say this. I'm an Aries, and that's all I'm going to say.
There you go. Close enough. Let's see. Comedy let people discuss and get exposed to so much of the darker, uglier parts of life, and that was frowned upon in public chatter and discourse. Yeah, that's comedy doesn't have to be dark. I mean, I think Jim Gaffigan's funny as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But we definitely need that part too.
Well, it's a form of release. I mean, laughing lets you kind of forget about your problems, puts things in context. Maybe you think about something you didn't think about before, but you get that release. And that's really lacking these days. I see people way more tense than I have in years.
Well, I blame that on two things, because we also know people aren't having as much sex as they used to.
Yeah.
They're not having sex and they're not laughing.
I blame feminism for the sex and a little bit of the comedy, and intersectionality for everything else.
Oh yeah, intersectionality is cancer.
Yeah.
I feel that. Okay, speaking of feminism and cuckery, did you guys hear about Trank Uger?
Oh yeah, he. Well, I haven't heard any updates since earlier today.
Well, can you update me, because I just heard that there was shit going down around TYT.
Somebody dug up an old blog of his that was archived. It wasn't even live on the internet anymore.
Oh wow.
Where he said some pretty, let's call it horrible shit about women, and he was confronted about it, and he said, that's not who I am anymore. He apologized for it. He said, if you are offended by that, you're right to be offended by it. And then he turned around and said it was because he used to be a conservative.
And isn't it the Social Democrats trying to get him fired? Or Socialist Democrats?
Didn't they fire him?
I'm not sure who's at him. They're not very smart, though. I mean, he owns the company. The worst they're going to do is take his shitty ratings down a little bit more.
Yeah. But I think they are really missing the point. Like Prospero just said in the chat, he's a genocide denier. He denies the Armenian genocide. That's way more important than saying something mean to women.
Yeah, that's old news. Everyone already knows he's a genocide denier. Like that's been a thing for how long now?
Yeah, I'm more offended by that than I am him saying, "Go make me a sandwich."
Yeah. Plus, there was that video of him laughing at that one rape victim.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I covered TYT on the hashtag Everything is Sexist on a hashtag Everything is Sexist video.
Mash says it's the Justice Democrats that want him to resign. Okay. There's a second video of him with race, because I saw your video on him, and that's the one where the guy was tied up and his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend.
No, it wasn't a girlfriend. He was trying to rob a hair salon. Yeah. I guess he got the one lady that was trying to rob. Yeah, she force fed him Viagra, kept him tied up for like 3 days, and then just raped him the whole time, I guess.
Well, there's another story where a man was actually, his ex-girlfriend forcibly sodomized him, and Cenk said he was happy that happened. He was making jokes about it, and I think, as we were just talking, I mean, comedy's comedy. If it's disgusting to you, that's fine, but he was clearly making jokes. Do I think he's actually happy that guy got ass raped? No. I think he was trying to compare it to rape culture, and he said enough other stupid shit like the Armenian genocide stuff. That's where you should go. If that doesn't offend you, why would ass rape offend you?
Exactly.
Why would the ass rape of a man offend you more than millions, or I don't even know how many, I don't want to say millions, however many Armenians were murdered there?
Yeah.
Or
honestly,
Ottomans, whatever it was.
The same Cenk, different topic. The guy's fucking a terrible human being all around.
Garbage. But there did appear a picture on my Twitter feed today. I don't remember who sent it, but it shows Cenk hugging Anna, and he's got his hand firmly on her ass.
Oh boy, now I want to see that.
Yeah. Real quick, this question's been asked a few times, so I want to get to it. The three, no, where's that? God damn it. Chat jumps on us, guys. I apologize for it. Mr. Monkey Lint says, Ranting Monkey, deep topic. Why do they continue to give JJ lens flare more Americana to destroy with his hack style? Because his movies sell.
Because he's not Michael Bay, and he's like one minor step above Michael Bay. I think that's why.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, I don't know if I can find that picture of Cenk. I wonder if it's easily searched.
I'm looking.
Oh, yeah, because he's got his hand right on her ass.
Hot diggity. Full on like sexual harassment in the workplace.
Yeah, I mean, they is this it?
Did it have a caption?
I don't remember. I just remember seeing the picture and going, "Ooh, that doesn't look good."
Oh no.
If anybody has that picture, let me know, because I would like to let her see.
I need further affirmation that he's a shitty human being.
Well, see, this is the thing. She is looking at him like, "Thank you, Daddy." So I don't think it's necessarily sexual harassment, isn't it? Isn't it only sexual harassment if she doesn't like it?
Oh no, anybody looking at it can complain about sexual harassment now.
Oh, true. Why is are we getting bombed?
Oh, I found it. I think I found it. I found it. But I had to Google it. Here, I put the picture in the chat.
Monkey FMK Anna, I'm fucking better than you. Kaylina, sisterly love, Dina Dunham, and Christie Winters. Yeah. Oh dear God, where do these people come from?
Is she wearing like a pink dress? Is that the picture you're talking about?
Yeah.
And like a huge ass white vase right behind Cenk.
I'm pulling up the picture you sent. Yep, that's the one. I will send that out in chat, even though it's being blown up by assholes at the moment. Yeah, where'd all the people with the Muslim names come from?
This has been happening on a lot of streams lately.
Oh boy.
They're chat bombing since they
what the fuck does that mean?
Bomb anywhere else. Yeah, I'd ask chat for more questions, but it'd be pretty hard to find at the moment. That's fine. So I guess you guys, do you have questions for each other? Have you guys talked before live? Because this is the first time I've ever live chatted with Jack.
I don't think we've ever talked.
No. Me and Monkey met very briefly right before you left on the 100th stream on Minions.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, I showed up and you're like, yeah, I'm leaving. Like, oh.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'd been there for a few hours at that point.
Yeah, you sounded exhausted.
I'm looking at the chat. Shogoref. Blame Weebo for saying sand niggers.
Yeah, I heard you say that last night.
Yeah, I said that last night. Well, that's what my boyfriend calls them, and that's like the first thing that popped up in my head when I was trying to think of what they were called. And it turns out they're called Tusken Raiders, but like I couldn't, for the life of me, come up with that name.
Communist in Space asked, does the sickening optimism of your country piss you off? No, what pisses me off is that it's going away. I think optimism is a good thing.
Yeah, it's not our fault our country's better than everybody else's.
Yeah, you can suck my dick and take that to the bank, bitch.
I just think it's so funny that people get upset at optimism.
Well, that's very nihilistic. You're not going to survive a horrible situation if you just like, oh, we're all going to die. Well, yeah, with that attitude, you will.
You guys spamming, could you at least hit the like button on your way out? At least have some use. Jesus Christ.
This is a lot of accounts.
Yeah, it is. I feel honored, actually. Thank you. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, you made it to the big time, Monkey.
You think it's all one person or it's like multiple people?
Given that their names are so similar, I would guess the same person.
Same person?
Yeah. It's too bad they can't spell or say anything interesting. Kara's spamming bacon and pigs. Oh my god. For those of you watching tomorrow, most of the names that started were I don't want to say they're Muslim. They looked Muslim. How about that? They were definitely ethnic.
Yeah,
I don't know how ethnic can Donald Duck be.
Oh, yeah. Before that, it was Mohammed and Yusuf and
yeah. Communist in Space says there's a difference between sickening delusion and optimism. Yeah, that's called being a communist.
Yeah,
that's the sickening delusional part.
BG's asked me a couple times if I've ever had any hold my beer moments.
Sorry, I missed that.
No, that's no big deal. I don't do dumb shit. All my dumb shit is done either accidental or on purpose, and I'm never like, hey, hold this, I'm gonna go do something incredibly stupid. So yeah, mine are usually accidental, and then somebody will get it on film.
Yes, thank Jack Gunsky. If you're gonna troll, at least have the dignity to troll creatively. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, like that one troll. What's his name? I Am Cancer.
Oh yeah.
Love that guy.
Yeah, he put some effort in at least.
Yeah.
Fairly certain that's Magoon.
Probably.
What's a Magoon? I think this is pre-Weebo.
Magoon is a angry MGTOW supporter who got mad because angry MGTOW was made to look like the douche he is.
Yeah, he was trolling in the chat for a long time.
Yeah. And I was fine with him until he made sexual comments about my granddaughter.
Which is really gross.
Fucking freak. Shiograth wants to know Weeb's favorite pierogi mix. And
I thought that was just like a default for pierogi. It is whatever my grandma puts in it. I don't know what she puts in it. Honestly, I need to get her cookbook from her before she offs.
Lucky7 says Magoon is an angry Pokemon. Yes. Yeah, moderators, you are earning your non-paycheck tonight. Thank you guys so much for keeping that up. Do you read any comics? Either of you?
Yes, I do. And they're right here on my bedside table. I just went to the bookstore yesterday and I got a whole bunch of new ones. I got a Nightwing Rebirth, and I'm so excited to start it because I haven't got a chance to. And then I got boyfriend some Darth Maul and Darth Vader comics for Christmas because I know he likes Star Wars a lot, so I got him that. And then I have some Injustice, and I have what else do I got? There's Nightwing. There's that's my wallet. Teen Titans. I got one Teen Titans.
Okay, real quick. Thank you, James Coley. There's a difference between optimistic and flipping delusional, i.e., USA and the rest of the world. Yep. Jack, comics?
Yeah, I used to read comics. I recently was helping a buddy out and bought a bunch of comics off him. He was going through divorce and needed the apartment money. So I have a bunch of comics now, and about 12 years ago, I used to run a comic shop.
Oh, sweet.
So, yeah, I have a history of the comics.
Nice.
Internal Dilemma wants to know when my next video is coming out. I've been asked this a lot today. I'm trying, guys. As soon as I get a video that I think is worth putting out, I will have one out.
Yeah,
I've meant to do it the last 2 weeks actually. So
I was gonna say Jim Helis. He's a independent comic creator. He had me actually read the outline for one of his comics that he's coming out with.
Nice.
Yeah. So guys, everyone go see about Jim and his comics. Because actually the outline that I read was really good.
Yeah, so you should just do easier videos like laundry. Not laundry itself. That's my market. Don't come near it.
Oganos wants to know where I fall politically. I am fiscally conservative and socially liberal. I don't give a fuck what you do as long as you're not fucking with me. I mean, I still have my opinions on it, but in a legal sense, I don't care what you do. Where it comes to spending other people's money, though, that's where I think the less the better, because it's not your fucking money. Like, when people talk about how they're giving money to the rich with the tax cuts and stuff, that's not letting people keep their money, is not giving them money.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's not them stealing money either.
No, it's not stealing money. Would you rather listen to long Joy Sparkle stream or watch Liz reptile porn? Make your strong again. Thank you for that question, you asshole. Probably watch Joy, because there's always the chance she'll talk about poo babies.
Yeah, I would watch a Joy stream, because usually she shouts me out and says hi. Because we're not on unfriendly terms, but we're all right.
Well, we weren't on unfriendly terms until I compared Tonka to her, and now she's mad because I used her name as an insult.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was funny.
I'm honestly not on unfriendly terms with anyone that I'm aware of, unless someone wants to tell me that we have a rivalry, in which case I'm fully adept to handle that.
I don't dislike somebody last night told me that what was the quote? Something about me disliking Tonka. I don't dislike Tonka at all. I think he goes over the line sometimes, and should probably chill a little bit, but let him do him. I don't hate the guy at all. I don't even hate Vegan Gains. I think he's just kind of silly. Renting Monkey, wait, you draw the line at Joy, but you're fine with Fisty. How do you mean draw the line at Joy?
So wait, Liz Reptile's got a porno?
She used to be in porn. She used to do porn.
Really?
Yeah. And amateur porn, I'm guessing from the way that she described it on her stream. And she used to post it all over the place, and took it all down except for one site still had it up. Schmeckel found it and linked it on Twitter.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it caused a bit of a controversy there. Stacy Gardner wants to know if we drink eggnog. I've drank non-alcoholic eggnog and like it.
I'm not a fan.
Weebs.
I like eggnog a lot. I love eggnog more than certain dead relatives of mine.
There you go.
What kind of porn was it? Just curious.
I didn't watch.
Gross, nasty porn. Poor lighting, you know.
Like, describe it. I'm curious. Like, what kind of porn?
I saw part of it, and I was just like, not really my thing.
Like, was it interesting, or was it just like your regular?
It was boring.
Okay, it was boring.
What bothers me is I've become so jaded about porn that I'm like, the lighting's terrible. I'm not buying her moaning. You know, it's.
So there was nothing like there was no gimmick going on. Like, it wasn't like a Scribes Forte BDSM. It wasn't like the weird cuckery going on. There was no like weird plot.
No, it was just forgettable, crappy, bad porn. I didn't see
anything
anything worth even mentioning. It was just boring. I don't like boring porn. Give me a bit of flair. Give me some slapping or spanking or something, or
throw a midget
Did I
in
ever
there.
tell? Sorry.
I just said throw a midget in there. What were you saying?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, did I ever tell you guys about the time that I went to a sex shop with some friends? Okay, so I was just outside of Indy, so Indianapolis, in the middle of Indiana, and we were hanging out. I think we were at a Hooters, and I was like, I had this brilliant idea. Let's go to a porn shop, because I've never been to one. It was fun. We got carted at the door, and we found a 24 hours long video of, porn.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I got my gummy penises from. You can see those in one of my videos. Dick balloons. I have one dick balloon left. Like an actual balloon with balls on it.
Now, did you go to a classy, clean one with good lighting, or did you go to the skeevy dive one that has the questionable booths in the back that have sections of the whole wall missing?
No, it was one of those really nice and clean ones, and it was good lighting. And the lady at the front desk reminded me of a really nice, sweet old grandmother.
And she was like, "Oh, you like the masturbation ones, do ya?"
Oh yeah, no, BG. There was a little old lady behind the counter, and she was adorable. Like she could have been a grandmother, and you would not have known that she worked at a porn shop, or not a porn shop, but a sex shop.
Well, maybe you could by the smell.
It didn't smell
It
weird.
depends on the porn shop.
It did not smell weird.
The worst porn I ever saw was actually called something like 76 Nurses. And I thought, oh, I love lesbo porn. This will be great. And by 5 minutes in, I was so bored. I mean, it's the first time I've ever turned porn off and gone, I don't even want to watch this.
What do you skip around just to get to the good parts, or do you just?
Yeah.
Okay, well then, did you try skipping around, or was it just boring all the way through?
It was just boring all the way through. There's only so much pussy licking you can watch.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta mix it up a little bit.
You really do. Yeah. Real quick, I wanted to address something that was said back here. Somebody, it was Mr. Batsu said, sounds like tone policing, monkey. No, I still recommend people stuff that I don't particularly care for myself. If you like Tonka, go watch him. I'm allowed to have my opinions on it though. And he did a winky face, so he might have been being playful, but I've heard that a few times, and just because I don't like something doesn't mean I wouldn't tell other people to go watch it. Let's see. I saw Polly had asked you something back here, Jack. Wanted to know if you went to college and what for.
Yes, I went. I have a degree in education with a focus in special needs, English, and minors in drug counseling and history.
And he wanted to know if you were a gamer.
Not so much a video gamer, much more casual about that, but paper and pencil RPGs I used to do a lot. Haven't done that in years. I'm a reformed nerd.
What? Reformed?
Yeah. Well,
Chaos wants to know what we think makes good porn. This is the porn stream.
Okay, so if you're gonna ask the woman thinks that there needs to be how do I put this delicately? Lots of noise.
Okay.
Otherwise, it just seems like eh.
Nope says, so they let you near your children? God help us all.
No, I decided shortly before graduation that I didn't really like kids. They're not mine. I don't want to deal with them. I worked in the mental health field for 5 years with juveniles, and you've never been punched till a 14-year-old mentally retarded kid hits you in the gut.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No.
I've been punched in the face by my brother. Does that count?
No. Trust me.
They're like monkeys in a way, and I don't mean that mean. They are some mentally retarded kids are just strong as fuck.
Yeah.
There was one that went to our school when I was in high school, and he once beat the crap out of 3 of our security guards.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, there's a part of your brain that no matter how mad you are, still tells you, I don't really want to hurt this person. A lot of special needs kids don't have that.
Yeah.
So when they hit you, they're hitting you with everything they got. And
so
it's
like Lenny from Of Mice and Men?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Communist in Space, thank you. Can testicles be fermented into wine?
I think he's trying to say fermented.
Okay, fermented into wine. Is this something you're working on?
If yes, keep us updated.
Yeah, if that's something you're working on, hopefully you got them legally. Yeah.
I do agree, Nash, that Undoomed should be a porn star with that voice.
But what if... See, you won't get this reference, but what if he looks like one of the guys from Revenge of the Nerds? I mean, you can have a great voice and not look like it.
Then
haven't you ever seen people and they just don't go with their voice?
How about he can voice act in hentai? How's that?
There you go.
Good compromise?
I think... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I think that if Undoomed was to do porn, he would have to make that sound when he goes down on a chick.
Or
Yeah.
how about, what is it? Hey, moron, fucking moron.
He'd have to say
Hey,
that during.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it would start. He would go in and she'd be doing something wrong, and he would say that, and she'd get all sad,
Oh.
and then he'd walk over and he'd slap her.
I like how we're writing out Undoom's porn script. We should send it to him after we're done.
Yeah, we really should. Let's see. Mining Freedom says, I have a face fit for radio and a voice fit for the newspaper.
So, nothing going for you? Just kidding.
Oh, let's see. What else do we have here? Yeah, guys, we have 10 minutes left. So if you have questions for Jack or Weebo, now's the time to ask. If you have questions for me, you can ask all the time. So make sure you're annoying. I don't want to say annoying. What's the word I want to do? Oh, embarrassing. That's the word I was looking for. Embarrassing these two.
Good
Go
luck.
ahead.
Dun, dun, dun.
Do it.
Give them your worst. Deep topic. Thank you, Monkey Lint. I'm sorry. I've seen this pop up a couple of times. When that happens, guys, I do apologize if I miss your question. Thank you for re-asking it. Socialist Democrats steal Americans' money to bribe for votes. How much longer do we, the people, tolerate this? It's going to keep going on, because as long as you're promising people things, they're going to vote for you.
Yeah, once the free stuff runs out, that's when people will rise up and do something about it. That's about it. I don't have a lot of faith that people are going to put a stop to it.
Jack, what's your favorite tabletop RPG?
Call of Cthulhu.
Okay. Weebo, are you streaming tonight?
So I'll hop on Six's stream because he's streaming for me, but at the moment I still have a whole bunch of editing to do before I'm even ready to go to bed. And then I do need to go to bed early because I'm waking up early tomorrow because we have a party to get ready for. It's going to be a fucking disaster, and it's going until probably 4 in the morning again.
Weebo, what's the stupidest thing you've done that's paid off?
It's going to sound bad, but YouTube.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
It's definitely paying off, and I'm actually kind of happy that I started it, even though I was like, at the beginning, I was questioning whether or not this was like the right thing to do, if I would be successful, if it was worth all the time, and then here I am, like nearly 2 years later.
Three-sided coin. I'm not sure what you mean by this. Said I'm not even going to start. This isn't Beauty in the beta where at least I have a chance. A chance at what? What do they let you do on Beauty in the beta?
Oh.
Monkey, how are the new meds working out for you? So far, there's been no change, but they told me it could take weeks for it to work. So I won't know probably till the end of January if it's even going to work.
Yeah, you're probably going to have to wait till the old meds work out of your system to see if the new ones do anything.
The next 6 live streams, the next live stream says that it's the Chaos 120 show is on Sylvanus' channel tonight, so I did not know that. I guess that's okay.
Sorry, guys. I'm talking to my son real quick. I'll be right back with you.
Claw Thorn, have you ever accidentally cried out Nightwing's name during sex? Nope.
Okay, sorry about that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that wouldn't even bother me if a girl cried out Nightwing's name. Like, oh, Dick Grayson. Okay, fictional character. I don't care.
Well, here's the thing. My boyfriend looks kind of like Nightwing, so it wouldn't be that far off, but I've never done it, so...
Yeah.
Check back in a few...
Oh, Three-sided coin says he advocates for socialist programs. I don't hate all socialist programs. I mean, I think we need a safety net. I just don't think we need a safety hammock.
Yeah.
No, your conversation, I'm sorry I missed the first part of it, but it made me think of Bull Durham. There's a moment in there where Susan Sarandon is sleeping with Tim Robbins, and she accidentally calls out Crash's name, which is the character played by Kevin Costner. And she asks him, would you rather me making love to him calling out your name or making love to you calling out his? And that would be an interesting position to be put in. James Coley, thank you. Weebo, how much do you know? I'm sorry. Do you know how to confuse a Pollock?
How do you confuse a Pollock?
You don't answer that question. See, that's the joke.
I was going to let her.
I figured that
She'll
was
never
what
figure it
is,
out.
but I was like, why not?
Monkey, do you have my beer moments? No, I'm very much like Jack in this. If I do something stupid, it's usually on purpose. It's not like I went, oh, this will work. No, it's I know it's going to end badly, so I can't think of any really. It's always just to make people around me laugh.
Yeah. Being funny is one thing, just being stupid is something else.
Let's see. What else do we have, guys? We got 6 minutes left.
No, BG, I have not made my boyfriend dress up as Nightwing during sex yet.
You do sex wrong.
I said yet.
Yet? It should have been like day one requirement. Hey, we're gonna do some role play. Deal with it.
We got to find the right costume for him. Okay, I don't know where I can get an actual full blown Nightwing blue costume.
You can have costumes custom made off the internet. Just be
But
like,
do I look like I have enough money for that?
No, but maybe your boyfriend does. And if not, he should have money to make you happy.
You should crowdfund it.
Yeah.
Crowdfunded.
Put up a GoFundMe. Boyfriend needs sex roleplay equipment.
God damn it. You guys are enabling so much shenanigans, because I would mandate that costume never be taken off in my presence.
First of all, I've never agreed that I'm a good person. Second of all, I will enable all day long because it's funny to me.
There'd need to be like a little pocket in the front where the crotch is, so that like he doesn't take it off and I don't have to.
Yeah, you just put a little cod piece on there that's removable.
Shouldn't there be a flap in the back too? If he's never allowed to take it off?
In my presence.
Oh,
he can take it off when I'm not there.
Darkshade, thank you so much. Merry almost Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Lucky Seven, what would you role play as? Okay, so we actually have this figured out. I'd be Harley Quinn.
Really? That surprises me.
Well, that's his thing.
You should be Mr. Freeze. No, you should be Egghead. That would be sexy. Egghead and Robin going at it.
I was gonna say Commissioner Gordon.
Oh, that would work too.
So it's actually between Harley Quinn, but also it's between Poison Ivy. So it depends.
Well, you could go with Poison Ivy, then you could tie him up and be like, "Oh, how are you going to escape this now, Mr. Nightwing?"
Oh my god.
Aren't you? Because isn't that like a leather costume?
Which one?
Either of them, wouldn't they? Or like something non-breathable?
Depends on the costume design you're going for. There are a few that I could do. Let me see.
All right.
Well, yeah, with Poison Ivy, you could go with like a swimsuit kind of thing, and he could wear like a lycra or like a dive suit.
Like let me pull up some options here.
Yeah, but you don't want to get hot and sweaty in one of those. You pull it off and you stink. You smell like Weebo right now.
I've thought about this. Actually. I've given this some thought.
Well, it wouldn't be as sexy if you're wearing like pajama pants.
I think you should wear underoos.
What the fuck is an underoo?
Oh, that's way before her time.
No, now I'm Googling it.
I'm so old.
I know. It feels really bad after a while, doesn't it?
It does. I used to have Batman underoos. I loved my Batman underoos.
Everybody did.
Oh my god, what the fuck? These are recent pictures.
Yeah, they still have them.
Why are there children?
Because that's what it is. It's children's underwear, so that are superheroes.
These are not children. These are grown ass men and women.
Well, anymore the word child is a little flexible.
Boy.
Guys, this is your last call for questions, comments, concerns, things we've missed. Throw them in the chat now if you want a chance at us actually paying attention to it. They're taunting I am cancer in chat because mining freedom keeps timing out. I shouldn't laugh at that. Let's see. Yeah, we were talking about fetish gear, and Scribe is in here. I don't know that Scribe does fetish gear. He just likes to beat on women who enjoy being beat on.
Everybody's got hobbies.
Yeah. as long as they're part of it. I mean, it's not like he's grabbing random women off the street to beat.
I have a question. If I were to crowdfund the costume for the Nightwing thing, would I have to actually show that off to people?
You don't have to
You
show
probably
them
have to-
wearing it, but
Yeah, not the sex part.
Gotcha.
unless you want to, that
No, I'm good. I'm good.
awkward. But
Nah, we good.
Andy F wants to know if me or Lady Monkey is the submissive one. Lady Monkey is the submissive one.
Are you just saying that because she's not here to defend herself?
No, I'm saying that because I am alpha as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it that
Mr.
said
Evil
that?
Twisted.
Oh, that was no bullshit. Who said that? I'm alpha as fuck. That was one of his Twitter quotes. I love no bullshit. I know people hate on him, but he makes me laugh. So, guys, that is the top of the hour.
Aww.
Chat. Merry Christmas to you guys. We will be streaming on the 25th, but Merry Christmas to you and your family. I hope you have a wonderful holiday. I hope you stay safe. Thank you so much for joining us every night, hanging out with us. You're awesome. Can't say it enough. Weebo, Jack, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas as well.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Everybody, your life makes me sad. We'll see you next time. This is where you guys say bye.
Bye.
Bye.